I loved sport in general when I was growing up. I really enjoyed doing all sports, and rowing just popped out of nowhere really. I was on the rowing machine in the gym just for fitness, and someone came up to me in the gym and said, "Are you a rower?" And I kind of said no. I'd never noticed rowing on the television. I'd not rowed in a boat before. My school didn't row. And it kind of started there. I joined a rowing club and fell in love with the sport. When I was a youngster, I used to watch the Olympics and think, wow, they are superhuman. It was just an amazing thing to watch. But at the same time, I knew that I was passionate about sport, and God had given me the ability to be able to do that. So it was always my dream to want to go to the Olympics and represent my country at a sport. So I think that really focused me when I was doing sport, to take it seriously and with that goal in mind. When I was 15 years old, I realised that being a Christian wasn't an automatic thing. Just because I grew up in a Christian family, it was a choice that I needed to make for myself. I believed in God. I knew that He'd given me the talents and abilities and the passion to do sport, and He gives everyone gifts and abilities. I think the biggest question that being in the sports world throws up is really who are we? Who am I? Because for that period of time it's easy to get caught up in I'm a rower or I'm an Olympian. But actually we're more than just that one thing, and we are made to be in a relationship with God. For me, the big question that it does bring up is, who am I? Because you're challenged all the time. Who are you in wins, in losses? Who are you when you're faced with someone doing you wrong, or a challenge that's put in front of you? Who are you inside? Who's your character? Who are you made to be? Who you're developing into? And for me, that all points towards Jesus and towards my faith, and that's what shaped me, and that was my consistency, my identity as a child of God. Things that we do in our lives are going to change along the way. For this season of my life, I've been a rower, and that has really impacted on my perspective, because when you put all your time and thoughts and a lot of your energy into your sport, it does make the highs and lows more extreme, and it's really important to be able to process them and to know that however I do in my sport, whether I win or lose, actually in God's eyes He doesn't see me any differently. He loves me as I am, and I want to train and race to honour Him. So that's been a big shaping for me in my life. I think as athletes and in general in life, we're often trying to achieve things, or we're working towards things. For us as athletes, it was Olympic medals, and I never became Olympic champion, but if you offered me an Olympic gold medal, even from London, my home games, and said, is that more important than your faith? It's not, because my medals will pass away. So in the light of eternity, actually knowing Jesus is the most important thing you can ever have or know.